final instructions. 12 3-minute rounds.
I think Sky have it to Prescott. Sky have it to Prescott.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the score totals. Judge Jean-Louis Legrand scores the contest 114 to 113. Judge Terry O'Connor scores the contest 115 to 113. Judge Giuseppe Quattaroni scores the contest 114 to 113. Your winner, by way of unanimous decision of this eliminator for the WBA light welterweight title, McCloskey.
Get rid of Hillers. Roaches.
Can I get these?
These are all presents. This is what you get with Belfast.
Presents, thank you, boys.
Oh, would you say that's the heart?
Probably was for attrition, hard and having to dig deep. Like obviously it wasn't my best performance. We always talk about that for the face of this week. Well, okay, we got a credit. He dragged me in the effect that I wasn't thinking about really. But his reach was on. I couldn't get over the reach was on when I expected. I was fine, we good long reach. Just hard to see. But I dealt with it, you know. After I think the first couple of rounds it was slow. A few good ones as well. And he had a few good ones again after that. I think from the 7th or not, 6th, 7th. But I got a few body shots. I could feel him slowing down again. I could see after 4 or 5 rounds I could feel his power kind of diminishing. Definitely. You noticed this when I studied him. So he's ding dong there. I noticed this when I studied him. He's a 4 or 5 round fighter at times. I can see now why he is. He turned him up. Now I think the body shots I was catching just the single shots. Don't want to use more combinations, but it wasn't easy to look down there. If it was out of food, when I was catching the single shots, I think he was still going on.
Guys, any questions? That was a great night for us. You know, I couldn't be prouder of Paul, to be honest with you. I thought it was such a roller coaster of emotions, that fight. You know, the knockdown in the first round, which I don't believe was a knockdown, it's irrelevant now. You know, people talk about hometown decisions, but we should never have been 2 points behind after the first round. But that's irrelevant. Such a roller coaster of emotions throughout the fight. Paul had a poor start, and then he got back into the fight, and then he lost his way again in the fight, and then sort of up until about the 7th round, we were starting to worry a little bit, and he showed unbelievable heart. I mean, it wasn't the greatest performance, and he'll tell you that himself, but what he showed was heart and desire to make sure this wasn't the end of the road in becoming a world champion. And that is what earned him victory in this fight, in my opinion. From the 7th round, when he hit Prescott, or the 6th round, 7th round, when he hit Prescott with a body shot, and he winced and he looked at his corner, he spat his gum shield out at the end of every round, and he just said downstairs he never really got over that. Paul had Prescott on the back foot every round since then, and he talked about us running from the fight. He had him on the back foot, and in my opinion, you know, he won the fight. And I couldn't care less if anyone didn't think he won the fight, because he won the fight, and you know, I think he's proved to himself and to the people that he's got the steel and determination. We all know he's got the ability. It wasn't a fight where you're going to walk away and say, wow, that was a hell of a performance. But what it showed more than anything was heart, nuts, and desire. And for me, that's what deserves a world title shot. You know, and the people should be so proud of him, because there were times when he could have quit. You know, in that fight, he took some huge shots off Breidis Prescott. I mean, I like to ask him after the fight, does he actually punch out hard? Because everyone talks and he says, well, yeah, I mean, a little bit, but he punches hard. You know, he punches harder than anyone in the division. He was about 160 pounds in that ring tonight. He was 155 pounds last night after dinner. So he's fighting a huge beast of a man. And I'm so pleased, because we took a gamble on this fight. You know, we could have gone and fought another opponent, and to be fair to Paul, Paul said, you get me who you think's the right fight, and this was the absolute perfect fight. It was a huge gamble, because he's one of the most dangerous in the division. Technically, Prescott might not be the most gifted, but he's so dangerous. And he hit Paul with every shot he had before he was too tired to hit him with any more. I don't quite know what he was doing in the last round, because I was trying to scream at him to box and just pick him off, but he wanted to go to war with him. But fair play again, he wanted to win the round. You know, win the round. I actually had him wider than that, so I was trying to shout at him to just box. But he just went out there and he tried to win the fight. And so many fighters don't try and do that, you know. And he just put on such a great performance for the fans. I'm so pleased, because you know, we had a great support from the fans tonight, and it's so good that people leave tonight and go, "Wow, that was fantastic." I promise you, there wasn't one person there tonight who didn't say that was fantastic.
Do you have an attendance figure for tonight?
Yeah, I can tell you, and I'm very honest with my figures. We set it up for about 7,000, and I would say we had about 6,100 in there tonight. You know,
You said it was red.
I think, to be honest with you, I think I might have got the pricing a little bit wrong on the tickets. You know, it's our first time doing a show out here for a while. The 30s and 40s and 60s sold out very quickly, and the 75 and 100s were a bit slower, but we live and learn. You know, and we opened up the whole arena. There was a little bit section off at the back because of the TV trust that we had to move people. But we wanted to open up the whole arena so we could give people the opportunity to come for £30 and £40. I don't want to just do what many promoters do and do 50 tickets for £30. You know, and then
Paul's next one likely to be here, or
I'd love it to be here, but you know, we'll go wherever we need to go to win a world title, and we'll make the right decision for Paul's career. And tonight was a great decision for him, you know, especially as it paid off, because as a profile fight and a fight to make people stand up and take notice, there was no one better to fight than Breidis Prescott outside of a world title fight. And no one can say that he doesn't deserve a world title after beating a man who everybody avoids. Everybody avoids.
Did you know going into the last round, Paul, or did you think going into the last round you needed to win it?
No, we felt we were a couple of at that stage. John just says go on it anyway. Don't believe in any. So as Eddie says, Eddie wanted me to box, but John says go on this round. So I felt that I was more effective when I put him on the back foot. He was more effective coming forward. I felt that myself. So I said when he's in the back foot, that's when I'm controlling the fight. So I decided to do it back.
So Paul, although you said it wasn't a great performance, do you feel because of the way Prescott is, it had to be fought that way?
Well, I fought a technical fight to win it. Probably not technical by my standards, but it was technically the right fight to win the fight. Midway through it, I had to just kind of change the whole around and put him in the back foot. And when I've done that, I watched the videos fights all the video. When anybody that backed him up, he does back up, and he doesn't do a lot back. So John just says we have to just throw a few more punches, but he says you're doing the right thing by putting him back.
Would you have been surprised if it had gone his way?
I felt it won the last few rounds clearly, so I thought I'd done enough at the end.
Do you think your nose might be broken?
First time ever boxing today is 6 foot high. That's boxing.
Did the blood flow?
Well, it doesn't. Being honest, it doesn't feel like it's broken, you know. But the blood was around me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe right. And every time I went flushed, just come flying out.
That was a big concern of all of us at ringside, because when a nose goes like that so early, and there was so much blood, it affects your breathing. And we thought, I think it was from the second round, or something like that. And you just think, well, it's impossible to last 12 rounds. You're going to lose so much blood. You're breathing, and it's just unbelievable heart. Honestly, I mean, to show that much heart, he deserves so much respect, because he took some huge shots off Prescott. Huge shots.
All those shots that he took in the 6th and 7th, were you surprised with the power, or how did you
No, the
feel?
power left him after 4 or 5 rounds. He has most power in the early rounds, and we studied him beforehand. We knew that. John said to me, first 4 or 5 rounds, trying to ignore him. That's when he always really threw it. We thought he'd come out and really jump on us to start. He didn't jump on me as much as I thought he would, but he still threw a lot of shots, a lot of big shots.
Were you never once tempted to sort of just put your hands up? Like it was Dyson, it looked Dyson with that, you know?
I've never done that.
Boring.
It's a bad habit I have, but
And could you feel the power even of the ones that were missing out? Kevin Mitchell said you can feel it.
catch me more with the left hooks, beside the head. But there was nothing really that. There's one time he caught me and I felt it. But other than that, I was never like dazed or wobbled. But the one that put me down in the first round, it wasn't a knockdown. I was really annoyed about that, because I could have been a 10-8 round. I don't know if they did do a 10-8 round, but it could have been a 10-8 round. I knew that myself. So going after that first round, I felt it was 2 points down. So that really annoyed me a bit, you know.
What was your take on that knockdown in the first round? What
He put me on the side of the head,
yeah.
right? And I was off balance. So, and I touched the ground. So I can understand the way the referee called it a knockdown, but it wasn't. It was off.